I don't think it was able to hear you the whole time.
For real?
I'm sick. Yeah, it might not have been. I'm not sure.
Oh, damn.
Mr. Loser? What? That's right. Loser with a capital L.
What's up, losers, and welcome back to another episode of the Popular Loser Podcast, where it's okay not to fit in. I'm your host, KD. And today I got an interview, man, that I was supposed to do a little while ago, man. I'm going to let him introduce himself first, though.
What's the deal? My name Wallace Cash. You can look me up on everything. Wallace Cash at It's Wally World.
Let's dive into the name first, man. Wally World, I was just telling you, like, the first thing I think about is Walmart.
Yeah.
So tell me how you even picked the name.
I don't know. Wallace Cash my real name, so
That's like your birth name.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
A lot of people be thinking that shit just
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was like more of a stage name. That's crazy.
Yeah, so a lot of people just call me Wally, so I don't know. I just picked up on it a little while ago and kept it going.
All right, let's kind of take it from the beginning, man, before music and all that. We're going to take it back to the childhood. Where you from, man?
Casual and Harper. Then we moved to the Burbs, like 15. I moved to Canton, went to high school out there.
How was your, upbringing, just being from where you originally from to having like a culture shock kind of moving out to the burbs?
It's cool. I ain't gonna lie. Everything was cool growing up, like normal shit. You know what I'm saying? Everything was straight up. Then we moved to the burbs, like you said, it was different because I was down there at first, like one of the only few niggas in my class, in every class. I'm like, damn. But, you end up adjusting to everything.
Yeah, I feel you because I went from being in the school in the hood to being in the burbs for high school too. So it's such a big culture shock because it's like you ain't never been around like what you around now
at all.
And then it's like also on an everyday basis too. So it's like you really do kind of gotta, to a sense, like pivot to a sense. You feel me? Like not change your whole character, but you kind of do gotta be a little different around them. Like how big of an adjustment was it for you?
It was big at first. I ain't gonna lie. I hated it when I first moved out there. I hated that shit. But after a while, I started getting used to it because, that was before I had a car or anything. So it was like I was stuck out there. But you start getting used to it after a while. Then it ain't that bad. Then, 17, 18 come back around, you can start getting around.
Yeah.
So it's like.
So did you ever like miss being where you was from when you was in Canton?
Yeah, especially at first.
Just going off of going from there, like at what point did you get into music?
I always been fucking with music for real a little bit. Like I started rapping probably in high school. Yeah, I started rapping in high school, on and off. And then I never really stopped from there, but I was never serious with it either. Like it was just something I did for fucking around type shit. But I just started taking it serious like a year or two ago.
So what even made you start to take it more serious?
Just realizing that it's something that I can actually do, and it's a real lane, So I figured I may as well take it serious and take me serious.
I feel that. So starting with the first, outside of the Wally Worlds, do you have any other music out?
Nah, no. Just the shit on Apple Music and on YouTube right now.
So starting into the Wally World, bring us into when you was making that first tape, because I know you said you wasn't taking it serious. So once you realized you was gonna take it serious and put together a whole collective of music, take me into where you was at in that stage.
Just hungry and wanting to do it. Tapped in with I knew a lot of people because, like I said, I've been on and off doing music, so I already knew a lot of people as far as producers and rappers and stuff like that. Tapped in with some people and put some beats together and just locked in the studio for real. And it wasn't really nothing to it, just getting back to it.
So, with producers, how do you try to pick yours?
All the producers that I fuck with, I know for real for the most part. So it more be kind of on the personal level than just business.
I feel that. So along with saying that you knew a lot of rappers already kind of when you was getting into it, with the rappers you knew, did that kind of make the transition a little easier to try to take music a little more serious?
Yeah, it definitely did. because I was seeing people I knew doing it. Plus, knowing I could do it, it's like, what am I doing? I may as well do this shit.
So, like getting into your features and stuff, on the Wally World 1, I think, I don't remember how many features you had on that one, but with the second one, I know you only had 2. You had John Boy and Ben Swanson, yeah.
Ben Swanson, yeah.
Tell me why you only picked 2 features.
Really, because it was both just genuine features. Like, them both my homeboy, especially Ben Swanson. That's somebody I be with every day. So, and he rap too, so we just naturally do songs together and stuff like that. And then me and John Boy, that's my people, so we put that one together. But for the most part, all the features that I done been kind of like on the personal level, like. But yeah, that's really how that went.
You know, I know coming up in like Detroit, you know, it's a lot of beef, especially right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So how do you kind of like having to do business with so many different artists? You know what I'm saying? How do you like kind of trying to keep yourself like outside of their beef? Because, you know, I know with music, a person could be like, oh, you did a song with him? That means you must rock with him.
Right.
So, you know, how do you kind of like try to a sense, avoid that?
Man, you just gotta stay out of all this shit. Like, that shit don't involve you, you know? Like, if it ain't got nothing to do with me, if it's not somebody that I be with every day, or one of my homeboys, like, then it ain't really like that, you know? You just gotta mind your business and stay out of other people's shit.
I feel that. With that, like, do you ever try to pivot around certain artists because of, you know, the issues they may have with other rappers and stuff like that?
No, not for real. And then, like I said, besides the feature I got with Rio was like the only feature that I got with somebody that I ain't know, you know. Mm-hmm. All the rest of them been people I knew and known for years, so I ain't really looking at it. I ain't even looking at it like that. Like,
I feel it. So you don't really do like features outside of people. You don't really know, like on a personal level, kind of.
I'm open to it, and I will. I haven't yet.
So I was seeing on your tape, man. I think it said NMB Entertainment.
MNB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that like a label or is that like a distribution company? Like what is that?
It's a little label. It's some shit that I started. Me and my homeboy started. It's really just the whole little camp. Make niggas believers. What it stand for.
Make niggas believers.
Yeah.
That's fire.
MNB. That's just like the little movement, you know.
So how many of y'all actually rap that started it?
I rap. Ben Swanson rap. He got his own. We the same thing, but he got On Your Ass too. That's his shit.
Mm-hmm.
But me, Ben Swanson, Nino, I had him on my tape. He made that Blender song. Yeah, Sales be rapping. That's about it for real. That's it.
So how many of y'all would you say do all of y'all take rap serious as of now, or?
Me and Ben Swanson take it serious as in all the rest of them. I'm trying to get them, you know, to start taking it more serious. But we not a group like or nothing like that. Everybody do their own solo music and stuff like that. But me and him both been dropping consistently, taking it serious. Y'all need to go look him up too.
Ben Swanson, there you go.
He got a lot of fire, Ben Swanson.
So do y'all have any other music, you know, kind of in the realms?
Yeah, yep. Me, him, and Nino actually working on the EP right now. Me and Ben Swanson, we got an EP on the way. We got a bunch of songs in the vault for real.
How often would you say you go to the studio to kind of do music?
I at least try to get in there like 2-3 times a week at least. I'm probably finna go tonight when I leave here. I ain't gonna lie.
Got to stay on the grind.
Yeah, man. You know, got to stay sharp with it for real. Can't be taking too much time off.
Can't, man. That's because when you lose that consistency, it's like people ain't checking for you no more type time.
Swear. That was a big problem I had, not being consistent and just dropping when not really caring, dropping when I want to drop. But yeah, that shit definitely slow you up, man. You gotta stay consistent for sure.
So how do you go about like picking the people that shoot your videos and all that type of stuff also?
Who I had shoot my video? OG. My boy OG. I met him through Vine Classics actually. Vine Classics gave me his number, and me and him locked in and did a bunch of shit. I fuck with him, and then Logan, Spark. Me and him met on Instagram, but that's my homeboy too. Them really the only two people that I done had shoot videos from me right now.
Do you are you open with working with other people,
Yeah,
or
definitely.
is it like a?
Definitely. I'm open to working with a lot of people. I just haven't reached out yet, you know what I'm saying, and did it. I just kind of been doing what I'm comfortable with, but I'm going to start reaching out.
Name some of the artists again, my bad.
Babyface Ray, Peasy, Viz, everybody for real, but them three artists, you know, that I've been listening to for a long time that I ain't never got a chance to work with. I want to work with.
Do you have any connects to any of those three artists?
Yep. I just ain't put it together yet.
Listen, really, this your time to try to, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's your time right here. Tell them, you know, hey, hit my mans up in the DMs,
Yeah,
dog.
nah, for real.
So speaking with those three artists, is it like any other ones you would say, like, yeah, I gotta work with him or something like that, or is it more outside of, you know, Detroit, like industry more?
No, I ain't gonna lie. It's really mainly the city. Like, it's some industry artists I want to work with too, but you know, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of the city rappers been motivation for me this whole time. So I want to work with a lot of them, and then it's a lot of artists too that I done worked with that from back in the day that the songs just never came out. Like, I just never put them out because I wasn't taking rapping serious. But yeah, like GT, that's my homeboy. Me and him got a bunch of songs from back in the day. Me and him gonna work some. It's a bunch of rappers that I done worked with that ain't never came out, but three artists that I want to work with never have is Peasy, Babyface, and Viz for sure.
I feel that. Okay. So going into your second tape, man, the first song called Yeehaw.
Yeah, man.
Where'd you get that title from, man?
Shit, off the song, in the studio making the song. I was just in there, we was in there making it, and then I got to that bar, and then when I did that bar, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, that's gonna be the night.
Listen, when I heard it, I was like, man, did he try to make it funny on purpose?
No, we was just having fun. I ain't gonna lie. I was just in there vibing, having fun with my peoples, and it just came.
I feel it. So I'm gonna kind of go down the list of songs and, you know, kind of tell me, like, what was your energy going into all of them, all right?
All right, bitch.
So we already kind of talked about Yeehaw, so, like, going into Perk Bay.
Yeah, I was just in there blowed. Quick. Yeah. I had her, I actually called her and had her say that on the hook. I'm like, hey, man, I need you to say this shit real quick.
When you said no, that was her.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You're like, that's how it all come together.
Yeah.
Now I see the face with it.
Yeah, so.
Rich Porter, I know you had dropped that a little way before the tape, right?
Yeah.
So going into Rich Porter, go ahead.
I did that over there with John Boy and them. We put that together. It wasn't really nothing behind it. We was just in there vibing and dropped it, you know.
Feel that. Next is Make a Mess.
Make a Mess. I ain't gonna lie, I like that song because it's different. That one was.
I think your whole flow was different in that one.
Yeah.
Well, why did you decide to change it up so much in that song?
I don't know. I don't even be deciding, bro. Like, I just put the beat on, and when the beat talk to me, I just go off that. I don't really have no thoughts going into it, or like, I'm gonna do it like this, or I'm gonna do it like that. I just put the beat on it and take it from there.
So are you, like, not one of those people that try to, like, make it hit every song?
Nah, I don't be focusing on that or thinking about that. I just go in there, put the beat on, and let it talk to me. And whatever come out, that's just what come out.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Have you ever, like, kind of draw comparisons to certain rappers? Because, like, when I first heard you, I ain't gonna lie to you, I kind of heard Peasy a little bit, personally.
Everybody say that. A lot of people say that. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people say that. Me personally, I don't see it. You know, I feel like I sound like me. I ain't no disrespecting or nothing.
Yeah. No, I feel it for sure.
I just feel like I sound like me. But a lot of people do say it, so you know, y'all might hear something else. So
Is that Does that have anything to do with why you would want to make a song with him at all? Like people telling you kind of sound like him?
No, not at all. Not at all. It's just,
So
it's like, since the Team Eastside days, that music, you know? Like I said, it done been motivation, just watching they grind and everything. It ain't got nothing to do with people saying we sounded like or nothing like that, or I sound like him.
Team Eastside or Dope Boys Cash Out, man?
Both.
You got to choose one. You got to choose one.
I can't even choose because they both great, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They both was pioneers. I ain't even gonna. They both did their thing.
I feel like I'm more of a Dope Boys, but like as solo artists, I feel like I'm more Team Eastside.
I feel you. Yeah, I feel you on that.
But as a group though, I gotta go with the Dope Boys. They was, man, everything that they dropped from when I was a little kid, man.
It was fire.
Good ass
Fire.
day.
Yeah.
And they came with a good ass night years later.
Yeah.
Man, everything they used to drop had the city on fire. Like,
Yeah, nah.
and it's so crazy because in Detroit, they really don't play a lot of Detroit artists on the radio.
At all.
Not too much. But like they got played on the radio. So that's
Back
that
in them
kind of
days,
right.
they was
You feel
playing.
me?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, but they really, and that's so crazy to think about, but they really don't, play too many Detroit artists on the radio.
No, they don't.
Why you think that's the reason at all?
Man, I have no idea. I don't even know nobody at the radio. I don't know. But you be hearing some songs, they definitely seem like they showing us more love now than they used to, as far as our radio stations. But
I feel like another reason for that is like a lot of people are starting to blow up too. Like you got probably about like 10 artists from the city right now that's like damn near,
like really
you
pop.
feel like you feel me? Like, and then really outside of that, it's still a lot of artists that's really popping, that's just not popping maybe a lot outside of the city. Like John Boy, for prime example. He
Right.
popping, like especially in the city.
Right, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
one of the
yeah.
top artists in the city. But
sure.
like outside of the city, like you got Babyface. He done blew up like in the last like year and a half. His come up done been so crazy, like
Right.
just the last year and a half.
Right.
Then like Peasy, he been, you feel me?
Yeah.
He been like that. You got Sada, he got the song with Nicki.
yeah,
It's like, it's so many,
we got a lot of artists now. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie, I'm happy for the city. We got
like
a lot
Vez,
of real
Vez,
artists
him
now.
too. Like the team Eastside, that's why I say as solo artists,
So, yeah, they did their thing.
man,
They for sure did their thing.
they all bubbling for
Yeah,
sure.
Definitely.
Who was I don't know if you would say you got favorite artists, but who was like some of your favorite artists from the city?
Favorite artists from the city.
And I guess like industry, I guess too.
I ain't gonna lie, I mainly listen to city music. Like
Mm-hmm.
I listen to a lot of industry music too, but I mainly listen to city music. Like favorite artists is 80s, John Boy, GT, Babyface Ray, Peasy, Payroll too. I gotta put Pay in there.
Yeah, I fuck with Pay.
Yeah, I gotta put Pay in there. I can't leave Pay out.
That's another artist that's really bubbling too, for real.
Yeah.
Even like Cash Doll too, like she bubbling like shit too. Like
Yeah.
it's
a
so
lot of
many
people.
artists. It's so
Everybody
many
doing
artists
their
from the
thing.
city right now. It's going crazy.
Yeah, everybody doing their thing right now.
For
It's
sure.
crazy. Like,
Some of my favorite artists from the city, man. Like I like Cash Kid a lot.
yeah.
Cash Kid, I think
That's my boy.
bar for bar, I think that's the best rapper in the city.
I agree with you on that. That
Like
nigga
just
is
bar for,
crazy.
like people might make whoever agrees, like people might make better music, but like bar for bar, I ain't gonna lie, I don't think nobody in the city
No,
can
I
mess
feel
with
you.
it.
I ain't gonna lie, him and Babyface, they in a different bag.
Yeah,
Them two, they word playing. Nobody fucking with them for real. I ain't gonna lie.
I like Baby Smooth a lot too. I rock with his music.
Uh-huh.
With some other people. I like Face. Face was supposed to be on here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, this is my chance to try to get Face on here. Face was supposed to be on here, man.
Yeah.
We gonna get him here eventually. You know what I'm saying? We gotta
gonna
work
pop
it
out.
out for sure.
Don't pop out.
But Face, yeah, Face like probably the last year and a half. That's got to be like the hardest rapper in the city.
Swear. I ain't gonna lie, he been doing that shit for years though.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
crazy.
glad
Like really, he have,
is.
but it's just like the
Yeah.
last year and a half. He just been, he been going
It's like they finally
crazy.
know.
Yeah, that's what it
They
is.
finally
Outside
know
of,
us in the last year and a half.
I looked on Spotify. He got over 1 million monthly listeners.
That's what's up.
And like I looked at like all of the other like around him Detroit rappers, and there's not too many other people that got over 1 million. Like Doug got over 1 million, obviously.
Right.
Babyface got over 1 million, and I think it's a couple other rappers, but like looking at all the big rappers in the city, it wasn't too many people that had over 1 million. So to see that Babyface rate over 1 million monthly listeners,
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking people.
man, what you hear?
People.
Man, as an artist, that's a dream, really.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
dream, like to have 1 million monthly listeners.
Monthly. Like,
That's crazy. So
Yeah.
I know he got to be feeling good about that for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Crocs was next. That's number 5.
Yeah. I just hit a little rap bitch. She had her Crocs on. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna name it that. You know how that shit be. I was glad they Crocs. So
Got to put him in sport mode, man.
you feel me? Swear.
Next is Rap Nigga with 2 X's. I feel like we ain't got to explain the 2 X's though.
Yeah, that's me and Ben Swanson. That's a tape from off the little EP we working on. I just grabbed it and put it on my tape because we ain't had time to do a song for my shit. But that's off that EP we got. That bitch gonna be hard.
So how many songs y'all got on the EP?
It ain't done yet. We probably got like 5, 6 right now, but it ain't done yet.
How many you think y'all gonna have on the whole tape in general?
Probably 8 to 10. 8 to 10, something like that.
Do you ever plan to drop a per se album? Because I know kind of now it's really not like a huge difference because everything going on Apple Music anyway.
Right.
So do you want to drop an album?
I mean, when the time right, when the time right, but shit, right now I'm just dropping these little EPs and tapes, but yeah, definitely when the time right.
Do you, not saying that you release your own music basically, are you signed to a label at all?
No, I ain't got no label, no manager, no none of that. Everything I do is off me as of right now.
Do you ever want to be signed?
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah.
I could feel that. I know like some artists, they feel a different way about it. Like, every artist feel a different way because, some artists feel like, they're going to get fucked by the label, stuff like that. Not to say that you should be persuaded towards that, but I mean, it is like a real thing.
Yeah, definitely.
That shit like that be happening, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I ain't rushing into shit, nothing like that. Like, if I do something, it's going to be right, But I definitely plan on getting signed or want to get signed. I feel like if I ain't trying to do something with this shit, there ain't no point in me doing it.
I feel that. That's kind of how I feel about podcasting. So I feel you.
I feel you.
If I ain't trying to make no real cheese off this shit, then I mean it's a hobby at the end of the day, and you ain't trying to spend all this time and all this cheese and all this effort and
pointless.
It's like you said, it's real life pointless.
Yeah.
Like that shit, if you ain't gonna try to make it into something that's bigger than you.
For sure.
And just being in 4 walls of some studio equipment, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't bigger than that shit, then what is you really doing the shit for?
No, I feel you. Like, wasting your time, shit.
Yeah. So going back into the rest of the list is Higher is next.
Mm-hmm. That my boy Seth, he made that beat. He made a lot of them beats actually, but he sent me that. It was just different. The beat was so hard. I'm like, I gotta do this bitch. Like, that beat was so fire. So that's how that one came through.
I feel that. Next is Blender with Nino 47.
Blender, I ain't even on that song. That's just his song, but I had to put that out because I know he ain't gonna never put that shit out. He like how I used to be with the music, like just make it and just listen to it with him and his peoples and don't even care about putting it out. So I'm like,
type time.
Yeah, but he's sweet as hell though. So I'm like, bro, I'm putting this shit out. I put that shit on my tape.
Do you ever try to like get him to put out more music?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And last song on the tape is No Get Back with Ben Swanson.
Yeah, that's another one of the songs from our EP. Like, that one fire too. Y'all gotta go check them out because that EP gonna be coming soon. We be talking some shit. I ain't gonna lie.
You hear him?
Talking some shit.
You hear him? How did you kind of like find your style, man? Like, obviously, like some people they get it from other people. You know what I'm saying? But how did you find yours?
Just from doing it, like I said, I've been rapping for a minute for real, so I ain't gonna say like it's new or I just started doing it. So I kind of already had experience from over the years, and then when I just started locking in for real, it just started coming way more natural. So the more I did it, it's like the more I started sounding like I had my own little sound, you know.
I feel that. So are you a puncher rapper or
Yeah.
like a freestyle writer? Which one are you?
I be writing. I punch in when I record though for sure, but I be writing. I don't freestyle.
So coming from a person that really don't know exactly what punching mean, because I thought punching was freestyling. So that's how much you can know. I don't know about music.
Nah.
So can you kind of tell me like the difference between punching and like freestyling and
You know, freestyling is like you give a nigga a topic and he just get to rapping about that shit. He just go crazy. When you punching in and when you recording, it's like I write my shit, but I ain't gonna rap it the whole way through when I'm recording. Like I might rap 2-3 bars, stop, punch back in, rap 2-3 bars. But you know, a lot of people they freestyle like that too. They don't write. They just go in that bitch and think of a bar or two. All right, stop. Think of another bar or two. Do it like that.
so saying that actually because you got a song with Rio. I feel like Rio probably is a rapper like that.
Yeah, yep. He just like that. That nigga went in that bitch, just did his thing. He just kept coming up with a little bar here and there and put that shit together.
So how long would you say it took him to make his whole little verse?
Shit, not long at all. Probably like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes or something.
So with you, like how long did it take you to make a song? Because I know like sometimes artists can get writer block.
Yeah.
Do you ever get that? And like how long does it take you typically to make a song?
No, not if I get writer's block, I'm going home. I ain't even gonna sit there and try to force nothing. I'm going home. But on a good day, if I just go in there and I'm feeling like yeehaw and all that, the actual writing and recording of the song probably took like an hour.
So how many songs would you say you probably make when you do go into the studio?
I don't ever do more than like 3 songs a night. 3, 4. I ain't one of them niggas that can go do 10 songs and everything, because it'll start getting lazy. They ain't gonna be as good as the first ones is. So I do like 3 songs a night at the most. But then, like I said, I just try to stay in there consistently, so that shit be adding up.
So you might say you might go 3 days, you know what I'm saying, and make 3 songs each day, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I feel that. I feel that.
Shit like that.
So you say it take you about an hour to write a song though?
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, most of my songs I just do, I don't do 2 verses in a lot of my songs, so it don't usually take that long.
I can feel that. Like, you know, just connecting with other artists, man. I know you said you haven't really done it, but like I feel like is it like hard to reach out towards other artists? Because, you know, I know some people might be like bougie, or this guy might feel like he too big to do a song with, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, is it?
You know, that's how, yeah, but at the end of the day, it's business, so it ain't too hard to get in touch with nobody through Instagram, you know?
Sure.
But, shit, if you talking the right shit, they gonna listen. But ain't nobody the same way we just said. You talking about me getting signed like this shit ain't no hobby. This shit ain't free. You can't be expecting. I don't expect niggas to expect me to do shit for free for real, so it's like,
It's vice versa type shit.
you know?
Speaking of features and stuff like that, how much is your feature price right now?
Man, some pennies. I don't even want shit. You can give me like $250. I get on some shit, $200. I ain't tripping.
That's very interesting because I've heard a whole lot of different numbers,
Yeah.
like from artists that may not be as big, you know what I'm saying? And the highest I done heard so far, like, you know, just with artists I done been around, like smaller artists, I done heard like 10K.
Yeah, I don't know why niggas think that somebody gonna get them $10,000 to get on the song. That don't even make, you ain't even doing nothing.
You say that's only for like face and shit like that.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like,
I feel that.
you know, but
How much do you think a face feature right now is?
shit, if I had to take a guess, probably like 7,500 to 10.
I can feel that. Would you pay anybody to be on your song? Because I know sometimes that's a little different for certain artists. Like some artists like Look Out.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I pay niggas to be on my song. Yeah, for sure. I pay Rio. I pay John Boy. Like even if they showing me love, I'm still gonna give them something. You know,
Sure.
Like I ain't looking for nobody to do shit for free.
The song you did with Rio touched over 100K. And I
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
that you said you was like, free Rio, he gave me my first 100K.
Yeah,
How was that like as an artist, like getting your first 100K?
it was cool. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was fire for real. Like that shit was fire. Like nigga ain't buy no views, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a real 100,000, that shit felt good. I'm waiting for that M, but you know that 100 felt good for sure.
Man, listen, I'm trying to get to where you was at. I'm trying to get to my first 100K.
I feel you know.
I
that shit
got like
coming.
my first 10K video like on Instagram, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
And you know it's so crazy, like on the internet, 10,000 views ain't shit.
it is though. Still, like it
It
ain't.
is, but it ain't. Yeah, I
know,
agree with you though, for sure.
yeah.
It is, but it ain't, like, because it's just how quick the whole internet shit move. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you can have this song, and it could be cool for like a solid 3 weeks, and then they like, all right, we want some more.
Some new shit.
We want
yeah.
some more. Like
Yeah,
we get that that's good, but we want some more.
and you got to stay with the same fire that. Yeah. For sure.
And it's like sometimes, like I know, especially as an artist, y'all could definitely get trapped into this. But like, say you do a certain song a certain way, and maybe that song wasn't really your style. Now you feel like you might have to do that style forever. You know what I'm saying? And like, do you feel like you ever gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, change up your music to that type of sense?
No, that's why I said like when I go in the studio, bro, it don't even be in my head like, oh, I gotta make this song like that or this one gotta be a hit. Like none of that. Like I just go in there and let it all come natural. Like shit, if they tell me it suck, fuck it. But you know what I'm saying? If it's a hit, it's a hit. Like, but I don't even be having that type of mindset because I feel like you gonna fuck some shit up doing it like that.
I could definitely feel that. Cause it feel like you trying to force it too.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
and having it forced is not exactly always the best thing to do. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, I mean, when it's forced, say like you do blow with that song, and that's way different from like 90% of your other catalog.
Right.
Now you feel like forever you gonna have to do that type of shit because that's the one that blew.
Exactly.
You gonna always be kind of like chasing, like, damn, I gotta do that, I gotta do that, I gotta do that. And it's like that's like an uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah, it seemed like it. Yeah, I wouldn't want to. Yeah, hell no.
You being an independent artist, man, how is life as an independent artist? Especially like coming up in the internet era where they say like it's easy to blow up and stuff like that. And it is, but not exactly. So like as an independent artist, like how is that for you?
Shit, the internet cool. It is easy to blow up. Like, you know, it's a lot of competition. It's a big ass pool, but besides that, this shit make everything more simpler. You can do everything yourself for the most part. Like, it's a grind for sure, but everything is shit. You put the work in. I mean, I'm hoping this shit pay off. I feel like it's gonna pay off. So everything cool as an independent artist. You just gotta be patient with this shit.
Have you reached out to any label situations at all, or have they reached out to you?
No, not yet.
I feel that.
Not yet.
So when is the next tape coming out? I know you just pushed this one out, and I know you
Yeah.
said you got the one with Ben Swanson. When the next tape coming out, man?
I'm finna drop it like a little 4-5 song EP in about 2-3 weeks. Just some songs that I ain't put on the tape. Just some shit to hold people over for a little minute, and then I'm gonna try to come with another tape, like a real tape, by the summertime for sure.
I feel that. So is they kind of like throwaways to a sense?
No, I ain't gonna lie. It's just more. I forgot I even had them.
Say you got that much music.
Yeah, it ain't even like that. I was just going through my email, and I seen like 2-3 emails, and I clicked on. I'm like, damn. I started listening to the song. I'm like, I forgot I even had these songs, but I had already put the tape out. So I'm like, shit. Instead of me holding them and putting them with my next tape, I'll just put them out now, and then start working on my new shit. So.
Being from the city, this is gonna be a way different question than some music shit. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Being from the city, like and saying you got some buffs on you, What is like the importance of like jewelry, especially like in the black community, and like why, like, you know what I'm saying? Why do we put so much? Do you feel like
Shit,
why do you
this
feel
shit
like
ain't
we do?
important, man? It ain't important. It's fun to have for sure. Don't get me wrong, but it ain't important though. But I don't know why niggas. I mean, you know, niggas just materialize shit and make material shit the most important thing in our community. You know, that's how that shit go. But this shit ain't important.
And like being a rapper, I feel like a lot of rappers feel like they gotta protect their persona. Like, why do you think that it's that way so much? You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, like, you know, the type of music you make, people would feel like maybe you gotta protect that image. You know what I'm saying? So like, why do you feel like it may be that way?
Cause it's like shit. If somebody listening to your music, I mean, somebody listening to your music and you saying something, they want to know that that's what you really doing. Cause it's like if not, they listening to some bullshit. You know, so. I be feeling like people feel like they gotta protect their image or live up to a certain image, but shit, as long as your music is your real life, then you don't gotta, you know, you don't really gotta live up to shit, but what you do every day.
I feel that. So do you look for authenticity in music?
Hell yeah.
As I ain't gonna lie to you. With how I listen to music, I feel like I don't probably look for that all the time because I'm a fan of the music.
Yeah.
I could give a damn if you a gangster, if you not a gangster, if you this, if you that.
You. I don't need to, like, I don't care about that neither, but at the same time, I'm not about to listen to somebody lying about something that's
It's like a 6ix9ine.
You know? Like, shit, that don't mean that you gotta be this or you gotta be that, but I don't want to hear nobody sit up lying to me all day.
I can feel that. I could definitely feel that. Who is I know we kind of didn't touch on like some industry artists, but like who would be some industry artists that you maybe want to work with?
Shit, Drake.
I feel like that's everybody number one, low key.
Yeah.
I feel like if he hop on the song, it's gonna go crazy regardless.
Yeah, and it ain't even about on top of that too, but shit, that ain't cold. I ain't gonna lie. Drake. That's down there about it. Like,
Say you ain't too big of fans?
nah, not for real.
I feel that. So have you done any live shows yet?
Not for real. It's like little strip club shit, but not nothing for real. I fuck with Wiz too. I forgot Wiz.
It's an interesting lane right there.
Yeah, that's been.
I wouldn't have thought you would have said Wiz.
That been my boy since back in the day.
That's interesting.
I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, no, I ain't did no shows for real besides little strip club shows and stuff like that. No real stages though.
Is that like kind of hard to get into? Because like not being an artist, I don't really know too much about like, you know, getting into performances and stuff like that.
Shit, I mean, you just gotta, I mean, I ain't had nothing, I done had a couple opportunities where I could have booked some slots and performed with some people. But I just, I ain't do it. I ain't against it or nothing like that. I am gonna do it, but I just felt like it wasn't the right time. But I ain't had nobody like reach out to me or put me on no shows and nothing like that neither. Like, shit, I don't think it's hard to get into for real. You just gotta grab them slots when they come up, I guess.
And I feel like a lot of that is also like social media, like I was just talking about, like how it's so much more easy to reach out to anybody, just because it's a DM.
Right.
And like I feel like some people could say like, "Oh, I ain't see your DM," but like you ain't see it for real.
I mean, I don't know. I ain't, you know, some niggas got so many followers I have. They message requests probably look crazy.
Probably. You right.
10,000. Shit, I don't know. But when it's somebody that's on a smaller scale, like, yeah, you seen that shit, you know?
Yeah, because I done reached out to some artists. I ain't going to name nobody names, but I done reached out to some artists that probably got like in the 30, 40,000
yeah, they
range.
seen that shit.
I know they did.
They
and you feel me? Listen, it is what it is. Everybody ain't going to bite.
Right.
That just is what it is.
Yeah, they seen
it's the same thing like with a smaller artist. Like everybody ain't going to bite. You know, do you got anything else you want to promote, man?
Just this music right now. Wally World 2 out on all streaming platforms. Like I said, Ben Swanson, go look him up. He fire. He dropping shit all the time. That's about it right now.
I feel it. Think we're going to get out of here, man.
All right, bro.
Yeah, thank you for coming on to the show today.
You know it.
Most definite. I think we out of here. Popular Loser Podcast. I'm your host, KD. Go like everything on YouTube, podcast. Popular Loser Podcast everywhere. Spell the S with a $. And, get at me.
All that shit.